Okay, recording is on. I put some points from chapter 1 and chapter 2 that we're going to go through. Pretty much easy. Let's start with chapter 1. Chapter 1 was a general overview of Excel. For those who never used Excel before, they might find it a little bit difficult, but it talked about general view of the application. So if you open Excel, Excel is a spreadsheet application. Excel is the brand name. It's a Microsoft brand name. So if you go into Mac, they have Pages. Pages is their brand name application. But the category of this type of application is called spreadsheets. What the spreadsheets are? Columns and rows. That's simple as that. So when you open the application, you're going to find columns in letters and rows in numbers. And you're going to refer to a cell by a combination of column and row. So if you say what's the reference of this cell, you're going to say it's N12. So it's highlighted for you, so you can know that's this is the cell. It's kind of like similar to any other Office application. So you have all the saving, exports, printing, all the features. Since 2007, Microsoft introduced something called ribbon. These are the ribbons. Instead of staying in tabs, they are ribbons. So every time you click on one tab, you're going to see several options that are related to that tab. For example, Home has, this is what we used mostly in chapter 2. So we used the formatting was in a Home tab. But also we used Review and maybe View. Formulas, we're going to get into them later. So every time you click on one of these tabs, you're going to find different options you can select from. You have also the status bar here. You can change the view from there. Very convenient. Office are like famous for putting shortcuts everywhere. So if in order to get to the same functions, for example, here, you can just go to view. You're going to have the same things up there. Okay. Also, if you can go to inside files and you go to, for example, print. Where's that print? You can see it. Okay, print. You can also change the views from here. So you can configure the things from here. This is what they call backstage. Office introduced this for file. So instead of seeing a ribbon there, you're going to see like a weird screen. That's pop-ups. And this is called the backstage. You can go here and check your account if you have an online account. And also you can configure Excel. If you go options, there are several options that you can play with. You can change how Excel works. But also here you're going to find the saving, the save as. Everyone knows the difference, right? Save and save as. Okay. Save is just save everything in the same file. Save as will ask you to save it somewhere else. So you change the name, you change the direction or directory. This is a general view of Excel. Cell reference and cell range. So if I told you what is the cell reference of this one, you're gonna say it's E9. If I told you there is a range, so for example, this is a range of cells. The range name starts with the upper left corner, so it's B5 or B6 colon, and the last cell down right. So it's oh, this can be seen. Can you see it very clearly? Now, back row, isn't that clear? We can turn off that light. Is it clear now? A little bit? Maybe like zoom in a little bit. So we have, I'm going to stop the recording. If I stop the recording, I'm going to pause the recording. So pause. I don't think I can pause it, but. It's very important to see everything clearly. So. let's see it this way. Where did my screen go? Is it better now? Kind of? Okay. Yeah, let's work on this and see how it goes. No, don't revert. Somehow it doesn't like this setting. I'll just go back here. Okay, so we talked about the cell reference. It's a reference for one cell. A cell range is when you select multiple cells. So if I told you go select, for example, C5 or C4 all the way to I23. So you're gonna go C4, and you're gonna drag all the way down to I24, let's say. So this is a cell range. I want to print something. It's not me. Okay. This is very important to understand because we have two points from the next chapters we're going to talk about. Ooh, where is it? Okay. Tick strapping, famous. So if you want to extend the, for example, you have this, this is short, so you can't see what's going inside this cell. So you just go and select wrap text. It will fit the text within the same width, so it won't increase your cell width size. We also talked about hard return. So you click Alt and Enter at a certain point where it's going to break the line. Copy, cut, paste, clear, move, insert, all these similar to Word functions you can work on. So you can move any cell you want by selecting the cell. Go to the edges, go one of these sides until the sign changes. You can drag and put it anywhere you want. It'll just move it with you. If you want to copy anything, you can Control C, or you can go with the copy function here. This is the cut function. This is the copy function, and this is the paste function. So you can copy. You see how it's these moving edges. So when you go and paste somewhere else, make sure you press Enter after that, because otherwise this one's going to be selected, going to still be selected. I'm going to remove that. This is called active cell. So if you have the, if you select one of these cells, this is the called active cell. So you can start entering any data. For example, here you can just go and start typing, or you can go to the formula bar, start type there. So it's the same thing. Some people get confused between these cells display values. So you can change, you can input something here, but the display is something different. Okay, because you can control that through the formats, the number formats. As we saw, for example, if you click int 1, you put 1 there.
Power's okay now?
Yeah.
Power's good?
I think so. Anyone having problems with power? No? Okay. Okay. So if you put one there and you change that to a date, it's going to go to the base, which is 1900. You can copy the format. So if you change, for example, the colors here, you give it a yellow color. You went ahead and clicked Control and C, and you want to apply only the color. You don't want to apply the values. You want to just apply the format. So you can go, for example, here and select special paste. You go to special paste, so you go all the way down. You can see the names shows. So this will paste the formatting, and we'll just copy the format. We also learned about the format painter. It's the same thing. So you go here, select it, click it once, and then you go and apply to whatever you want. So this one is more of a, it will apply all the formats. So if you change the colors, font, alignments, everything, this will be covered and also carried out. So you have two options. You can select the special paste, or you can use the format. Came across something really nice yesterday. So I was using a formula to create something. So I was doing this. I was doing this is a function that will select a random number between two numbers. So I would say 1 to 10. So it will randomly select a number. But every time you click, I think F9 or something, these numbers are going to be different. It's going to be changed. Okay. So I want to keep the same numbers. I don't want them to keep changing. Okay. But there's a formula inside. So every time I open the file, they will generate random numbers. So what I did is that I selected everything. I copied that, but I paste them as a value. So you can paste the values, not the formula. So you copied everything there, but you paste the value, okay? In the same cell. So when you paste that, click enter. The function is gone, but now you have the same values in the cells. You can delete rows, you can clear content. So clear content is just keep the row as it is, but you're gonna delete what the values inside. You can go and delete the whole column. If you don't want this column, you can just delete them. You can insert new columns or rows by selecting. It will insert always above or to the left. So if you select this column and click insert, you're gonna see a new row coming, taking the same letter from the previous one, and the one that you inserted shifted to the right. The same thing if you insert here, it's going to insert above. Or you can do that through the format. So if you go here and select this one, and you can do different formatting there. So you can change the width, the sizes. Autofit and autofill, I think we talked about this. Two concepts, autofill and autofit. So autofit, if you just double click on the side here, it will expand the cell to cover the most extended text. So if you just double click there, it's very easy. But also you can do that by selecting the column, go to format, and select auto fit column width. So it's the same thing. So if you click on that, you do the same function. Autofill is different. Autofill is, let's say you want to add numbers there, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. That's did that before. You want to do that until like 1,000. Yeah. Auto fit. Yeah, the auto fit is format, cell format. Okay. Let's say you want to do that until like 100 or 1,000. So you drag it from this corner. Okay. Not covering everything. So you drag it from that corner all the way to down. You can see the preview to the side. You can see how what are the numbers out there. This is called autofill. We did the same thing here. For example, if you want to calculate the one of the examples that we used, maybe not this file, but let's say you have values here like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and here you have a function that says, okay, this one times this one, and if you drag, all the values there will follow you. So this is called cell referencing. We're going to go to that later. But if you drag here, you will get this one. These two multiplied together. See that? You can change the view to see the formulas. I think it was formula bar. It was somewhere here, I think. Show formula. So if you go to formulas, instead of seeing the value, you can see the formula that you input. So if you click there, you're going to see, there we go. You're going to see the formulas that you entered. And this is very useful because you want to track all the values there. For example, if you go down, you can see how that went together. You can turn that off. Oops. You can view it differently, so you can see the page layout or the print layout. So you could see how your document is going to be when you print it, before you print. You can use the status bar or you can use the view ribbon. Header and footer. If you go to the page layout, you can see the header and footer there, so you can add like title. This thing will repeat in every page, yes? Okay, the show formula was formula. Okay, and then you say show formulas, okay? You can add like stamps, so you can add the time, you can add the file name, you can add the page number. Most of the time you will see people having down there the page. So you say page number of this number. So that's an automatic. That's Excel can do that automatically for you. I think it was this number of pages. So if you go to the view again, where did I go? So this is page number 2. It should be there. This is page number. Oh, let's go. Header and footer, also you can access that through page layout, I guess. So if you go to page setup, you can do many different things here, but this is called what's like an extended view of an option. So if you click on that, you can see more options there related to page, margin, header and footer, and sheet. So header and footer here, you can customize that. Also, we talked about repeating the top row or one of the columns. So if you click on this icon here, that's from sheet. So are you following? That's from sheet. If you click on this one, it will ask you to go and select which column you want. So let's say you're selecting this one maybe. Click on that again. So it will repeat this at the top of every page. That's called print title. Save and export. So you can save and export two different things. So you can save the file as Excel. Oops. So if you click save as and you say, okay, I want to save it on this PC, you can give it a name. You click save. So you're going to say, I'm going to save it there. You click save and you save it as an Excel file. But if you want to export it as PDF, many of you get confused with that. Before you can save, you also, oh no, that's sorry, print. So you can say you can print the file as paper. So you can go there and select the orientations of the page. Is it landscape? Is it portrait? So you can do that. But let's say you don't want to print it. You don't want it to be in a paper. You want to save it as a PDF. That's a different function here. I think in Mac, you can do it with the same window. So you can have like a PDF down there. But in Windows, you go to export. Okay. So if you click export, create PDF, and then create PDF there, it will ask you the file name, so you can give it a name. And also you can change the options here. You want to save the entire sheet or the entire workbook. This one will select only this sheet. That's the default. So every time, some of you, when they submitted the first assignment, they had to save it several times. If you just go here and click entire workbook, it will save all the sheets in one file. And you click publish. Okay. Okay, that's a review of chapter 1.